Hi, in this video I'm going to walk you through the Numbrrs platform and show you the functions and features we have to utilize inbound messaging and voice calls on a UK mobile number. So going from the Numbrrs website, we can navigate via login. That takes us straight to the login page, and there we go, and we can just see now I can log in. And now it asks me for my two-factor authentication code. So we've got two types of authentication on Numbrrs. One is a authentication code using an app like Duo. The other is using a biometric tool like a fingerprint on your keyboard. So I'm just going to log in now. And it's verified me, and as you can see now, I am now presented with the Numbrrs dashboard. So down the left hand side we've got all of our different areas of the platform, and we've got a nice overview here, and these will drive you through to the different areas as well, but I'm going to use the navigation on the left hand side so we can go through this. The first section is messages. And in here, you will see all of your messages that have been sent to your different numbers. If you've got more than one number, you can filter by number here, so you can see just from one of the numbers all the messages that have come in. So nice and simple, very straightforward. During June, we activated voice. At the moment, we've got voice transcription for 30 seconds. So if someone calls your Numbrrs phone number, they're able to leave a 30-second recording, and that recording is then saved straight into your Numbrrs account and can be forwarded. We'll go through forwarding in a moment. We've then got an overview of the different numbers, so you can see all the numbers on your subscription. You can cancel the number here, or you can go and view the messages for this number. Up in the top right hand corner, we've got the ability to manage billing. If you want to update your billing details, your payment details, or get a copy of an invoice, you do that in manage billing. And if you want to add new numbers, you do that from within the portal as well by clicking the add numbers function. Now, this is where the magic happens. We've got forwarding rules for SMS and also for voice. So what happens is you'll receive an SMS into the platform here, or a voice call. Now, we don't expect you to come and look at this platform and wait for those messages and keep guessing when they come in. What you can do is add a rule to forward the messages. So let me show you how that might work. So we can pick a phone number. So I've only got one number on this account, but I could have it with all numbers. I can decide if it's SMS or voice that's forwarded, or both. And this one I'll leave as SMS. And then I can either forward to email, or I could use a webhook URL, which means I could give the Numbrrs platform a URL to send a message to when a SMS or a voice call is received. This way you can directly integrate your Numbrrs number into your applications. I'll leave this one as email. We can have a match with a sender, so if we want to filter depending on who's sending the message in, then that's possible. That's particularly useful when you're using webhooks. I'm going to leave this as any sender, and then they can send to my email address. So I will get these sent to support@simsy.com. That's our support desk. And now any message sent to this number will arrive as an email to our support desk. So I've created that custom rule. You can now see the rule is here. We can delete the rule, we can see it's active, and I can pause the rule. That's now paused, and we can simply resume it to start it again. So you can stop and start these at will as you need. We have a senders list, so you can start to see different senders, and a full history of all messages that have been forwarded, so you can monitor and make sure and troubleshoot. We've got a bit of information on webhook sign-in, so you can create some sign-in secrets so the webhooks are secure. This prevents any tampering or any malicious sending or forwarding of webhooks. We also have API keys, so you can very easily create an API key. You can decide what you want to call this. We'll call this one a test2. We create the key. Now the key's there. We can copy the key and put that into our application and click done when finished. I'm going to delete this one because we don't need this one. You've all seen it. It's now compromised. So I've now deleted the key and I can easily create a new one. Now I'll show you the API documentation that relates to these API keys, and I'll explain how they can be used. So we've got full documentation here. So when you log in, you get all of the details so you can implement all of the different elements into your platform. Now what this allows you to do is add new numbers, verify new numbers, delete numbers, add different forwarding elements, receive messages, manage anything you might want to do. This means you can actually build automation of numbering for agents into your workflows. So you don't need to manually come back to the Numbrrs platform to order a number. You then don't need to go and set up a forwarding. Your agent can create a webhook, can deliver the webhook to the platform, order itself a new number, and suddenly you've got an automated flow for enabling mobile numbers in the UK, receiving messages and onboarding onto various platforms. It's ideal for things like WhatsApp, Telegram, gives you your own separate accounts. Also for 2FA, you might want to use it for Team 2FA and shared two-factor authentication, lots of different use cases. And then the last section is security. So I've enabled 2FA on the password, but I can also add a passkey. So I can very quickly add my Mac as a passkey and then just use my fingerprint to log on. Makes it very, very easy. That is the overview of the Numbrrs platform. I hope it's useful. If you've got any questions or any suggestions on how you'd like us to extend the platform, please give us feedback. Please get in touch and let us know. Thank you very much.